Hi, welcome back to our series about rafting in the former Soviet Union. Today I'm with my friend Vladimir Gavrilov. Welcome, Vlad.
Hi, Zach.
And where are we going today?
Today we will go to European part of South Russia. We call it North Caucasus. Caucasus Mountains is a huge mountain range between two seas. Uh, Black Sea on the west, northwest, and Caspian Sea on the east.
Vlad, for
Uh,
those of us from the US that aren't very good at geography like me, can you just explain the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea? Are these actual oceans or they're just big lakes within a
uh,
continent?
Uh, Black Sea is real sea. It's connected by straits with Mediterranean. In Caspian Sea, it is the biggest lake on the earth. It's salty, huge uh, lake with very big area.
Okay.
Nothing on the earth even close in area to this sea.
And it's salty, so I'm guessing it's like a sink. All these rivers flow into it and they just end
Yes,
and it
big
basically
rivers
evaporates off.
run in like Volga, Sulak, uh, and southern part of Caspian Sea surrounded with Iran territory, and then it is Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan, Russia, and Azerbaijan. Several countries are around the sea
Okay.
or lake.
And the Caucasus, so you said the Caucasus are in Europe. And so one thing I didn't really think about, and it makes sense, is that a big part of the Soviet Union was actually technically Europe. And what countries are those now?
Uh, that we will travel in Russian Federation today,
Okay.
but south of our area is Azerbaijan, Georgia, and small inner country without any exit to any sea, Armenia, then Iran, and on Asian part it's Turkmenistan and Kazakhstan.
So where are we here? What river is this? What are we doing?
Right now it is introduction, it is Kubani River. We will not travel long there. It's just several shots just to give you impression about rivers of North Caucasus.
Yeah.
This river, Kuban, start from the highest mountain in Europe, Elbrus Mountain.
Wow. Like, how big are these mountains? Are we talking in feet so I don't
Uh,
get confused?
Elbrus, as I remember, more than 5,000 meters.
So 15,000. The mountains are about 15,000 feet.
More than this, yes,
Okay.
more than this. And I'm trying now to find exact height of the Elbrus.
Man, those, what year are we looking at?
This is mid 80s.
Okay.
It's still Kubani River.
Is all the video we're watching, is it all from the same year or is this put together over different years?
No, different years. Different years.
Wow, Vladimir, there's that two-person inflatable kayak. Or that's
Yes,
not inflatable, that's
it's
a hard kayak, huh?
folding kayak. It's not inflatable. It is folding kayak.
That looks incredibly dangerous.
I don't think so.
And did you guys why are you using folding kayaks and catamarans? Was it hard to travel here? Did you have to hike in?
Yes, because of problems with transportation.
Like what kind of problems?
Uh, Problems for kayak. Uh, it's always problems with railroads when you have them, or buses especially. And to many rivers you have to hike, and it is hike not here in Sierra or even in Idaho with along well-maintained trails that rangers take care of. That's really wilderness.
Yeah.
That many Americans don't understand.
Yeah, that you're just out there. There's nobody that can help you if anything goes wrong. It's just woods and land that nobody
Yes,
manages.
yes, correct.
And so I'm guessing you went there from Riga, from Latvia. How long did it take to get from Latvia to the Caucasus?
To Caucasus, it depends to what area. Usually we flew from Moscow to Mineralnaya Voda. It's major airport uh, in North Caucasus. And from there you can get on the bus to any point of North Caucasus. If you fly to Georgia, of course you fly to capital of Georgia, Tbilisi. If you fly to East Caucasus, that we will do today also, you fly to Makhachkala in Dagestan.
Are these places we could go now? I mean, are these places that are safe for Americans to travel and visit?
Um, I would say generally it's pretty safe now. It was period when we had problems with Chechen war, Chechnya. It was really dangerous for any foreigners and for Russians also to travel there. It was very bloody war. Actually, it was two wars. But right now, it is much safer.
What river are we on now?
It is Zelenchuk River on North Caucasus. Let's say we start from west of North Caucasus.
What's that?
This is a Christian church. It's 9th century. Can you
Wow.
imagine? More than
It's
1,000 years old.
Was it currently being used, or you guys just came across it and it was empty?
No, it's just ruins,
Ruins.
and
Okay.
archaeologists are working there. It is in settlement New Archiz. Above this settlement is the biggest one whole mirror telescope
Jeez.
in the world, 6 meters diameter.
Wow.
And if you want to see it, actually, usually leadership of this observatory allow you to go up and see this observatory.
Is that
We
is this a
did.
multi-day trip?
Zelenchuk is not very long.
Okay.
I think maximum 2 days.
So you just paddle down and then go look at the telescope?
We paddle, we stop, we went the morning of other day to check out telescope and look at this mirror. And then we continued our run till end of Whitewater. After
I
this, we went to another river, Big Laba River, and we will see it also.
I just want to point out, Vlad, how you're probably the only people I have ever heard of who have pulled over on a river trip to go look at a telescope.
I worked in the Academy of Science, and therefore maybe I got this permission for entire group.
Yeah. Yeah. Is this that same river here?
Right now, no, it is another river. It is Big Laba, a little bit west from Zelenchuk. It is several canyons and it's much more powerful than Zelenchuk.
These rivers look difficult.
The Laba is more difficult, and bunch of people they swam there because they flipped. And I saw many flips. We did not, but I saw some flips there, and they did not look pleasant.
Yeah.
It's so-called salty rock canyon. And there is the biggest rapid. It's called Plug. This is Plug Rapid.
I feel like I've seen photos of this at your house, maybe.
Sorry?
Is there photos of this at your house? I think I've seen photos of this rapid before.
Yes, that's right. And it is actually photo on the cover of my book also.
Oh, that's where I've seen it.
Right upper corner of the cover.
This looks really fun.
It's also short run, longer than Zelenchuk, but it's about 2-3 days. Usually Russian groups, they run it for 3, even 4 days.
Is there a road next to it, or
most of them who run it first time? What?
Is there a road next to it, or is it kind of a wilderness run?
It is road, but is practically no traffic on this road.
Okay. But did you guys carry your overnight gear with you on the river, or did you just basically have it driven from camp to camp?
We did camps just in any convenient place, because it's no actually settlements around. Now we are moving to East Caucasus, to Dagestan Republic. This is Muslim area of Caucasus, very exotic area. Villages are just breathtaking away, very old with such colored, just very difficult to describe them.
Yeah.
But you can see it.
Yeah, I've only heard of Dagestan recently. I'd never heard of it before. There's a UFC fighter, Khabib, I can't even pronounce his name, but he's from Dagestan. I know nothing about it except that. That looks stunning.
Yes.
Wait, so this Dagestan is a region of the Caucasus, or it's not? Is it?
It is a region. It is region from Chechnya to Caspian Sea and south to Azerbaijan.
Okay. And would this be a safe place to go right now?
Right now, yes. During Second Chechen War, it was very dangerous because actually Chechens moved, their military operations to Dagestan. Dagestan itself, very peaceful area, and people there super friendly.
This looks more like Central Asia to me.
You are right, absolutely. It reminds Central Asia more than any other area in Russian Federation.
And is it Muslim?
They're Muslim, yeah.
Okay.
Therefore, you hear from time to time people stop talking, and you hear voice of muezzin, mullahs from minarets. They call for prayer.
Call to prayer.
Muslims. Yes.
Wow.
But people are very friendly. And in Soviet time, women can talk to you.
What do you mean women can talk to you? Why can't they talk to you?
Now, for example, in Muslim countries, it is problematic.
Problematic. Like now men and women can't talk, but you're saying back during the
Now
Soviet
women
time they could.
uh, actually uh, not talking to strangers.
Strangers. Okay, got it.
Yeah. We use a helicopter to fly from capital of Dagestan, Makhachkala to Tlyarata on Avarskaya Kaisu River.
So cool.
Yeah. This is famous Mi-8 helicopter, major machine.
I'm guessing these crash a lot.
No, no.
And so what's the river we're doing here? What's makes it worth flying a
We will
helicopter in?
run Avarskaya Kaisu River. In what it reminds Pamir mountain rivers. This is name of this river, Avarskaya Kaisu. And we used two cats. We start on
Whoa,
the border
that's
with Azerbaijan on river Jurmut, one of two rivers that form Kaisu.
that's some pretty real whitewater there, Vlad.
Yeah, it is. And it is heavy water.
Yeah. Is
It's
that why you're saying it's
banks.
like the Pamirs because it's like glacial and full of
Yes,
silt?
a lot of sediments. Water is gray.
Wow. I noticed going back to that sign of the river that wasn't in Cyrillic.
It was Cyrillic.
That was Cyrillic?
Yeah,
Okay, I got to get
that's
better
why I
at
told that you can read it.
Vladimir. I need to. I guess I'm not getting that good. I'm trying though. I'm doing my practice. I'm practicing like at least 10 minutes a day on my Russian, so I'm getting there.
Yeah, it's very intense and
Yeah.
very saturated with rapids.
And I'm guessing this is a multi-day trip, right? I mean, you flew a helicopter in. How long is this trip?
Yes, it is multi-day. We did it practically 2 weeks.
Wow. This one river for 2 weeks.
Yes.
How did you keep the camera dry and keep enough batteries?
It's not video, you remember. It's mechanical
Oh.
movie camera with film.
Vladimir, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. So you're saying it's a mechanical movie camera?
Yes.
I didn't even know that existed. You like holding onto it and like turning something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is a big rapid.
Yes. And here we broke our tail on my tube under me.
You do not want to swim there.
Yeah, you don't want to swim here. Yes, it is unpleasant.
Did you guys have swimmers?
No,
Man, that's impressive.
you remember on cat, it's very rarely you have swimmer unless you want to swim.
Man, that looks really cool. I didn't know there were mountains like this in Europe.
Yeah. And now we are very close to Tlerata and to Avarskaya Kaisu itself. It's very close to confluence of Jurmut River.
And so is this trip, did you just go out to do this one trip? Or was this part of a longer trip where you visited multiple
No, we
rivers?
did one trip. It was September, mid to end of September. Because in summer, water is too high. It is suicide
Yeah.
to go there during summer.
Just because that's when the glaciers are melting, and so the river's the highest.
Yes, absolutely correct. Glaciers around, it's about between 10 to 20 square kilometers.
Vladimir, I notice a lot of your video is of people eating fruit. Why are you spending time videoing people eating fruit? Whoa, that's big.
Uh, because it's no fruit in Latvia.
Really? Oh, so it's a
Yes,
surprise when you guys get here. You're excited to see fruit.
in Soviet time, you did not have such peaches or grapes in stores.
Ah, so this is a nice treat to go somewhere you can
Yes,
eat fruit. Okay.
yes, absolutely. And people around are very kind and they allow you to eat, peaches straight from the tree.
It kind of reminds me we went to Siberia, Vlad, and we couldn't find ice. I really expected there to be ice. Like, not you could find ice in a glacier, but we
Oh,
couldn't buy
why do
ice
you
at the
need
store
ice? Why do you need ice?
to keep our cheese cold.
Americans are only people around the world who consume everything with ice.
Well, no, to keep our food cold. Like when I go
Personally, I
do
don't understand why do
Vladimir, Vlad, if you go do a Tuolumne trip, you're gonna bring ice. You need to keep your food
just
cold.
to save food.
Yeah, exactly. So when we were in Siberia, we needed ice to save our food, and we couldn't. There's just don't have ice. You can't buy ice.
You can. You remember when we did trip in Kachem, then Anatoly and Yelena, they found ice.
A tiny bit, but it's not
Of
like you
course.
can go to the store and buy ice for your coolers. Well, there weren't even coolers, so it didn't matter. Okay, Vlad, where are we now?
This is pretty interesting place, close to so-called Karadach Canyon. Um, it's kind of slot between rocks
Wow.
made by uh, creek, small creek or rivulet, and it's so narrow you can touch walls with your hands.
That shower looked cold.
No, as I remember, it was pretty warm because rivulet is very small and water had time to warm up.
Hmm.
This is so-called Unsukul Canyon. This rapid does not exist anymore. They built dam below, and
Okay.
now this rapid is under water. It's lake there. But in our time, it was the most difficult rapid in the entire river and the most dangerous because
No
if you a
kidding.
little bit closer to the middle of the river, you're dead.
You mean just even in your raft if you're in the middle?
Yeah, it's practically in our water, it was impossible to leave current from the middle. Therefore, we just ran pretty close to left shore,
Yeah.
and still we had flip in the very bottom of the rapid.
Did they just was it flat water at the bottom? So they just swam to the flat water?
It's just big waves there and nothing more. Here you can see it's a lot of rocks,
Yeah.
and you have to slalom there. And you see gradient is pretty big.
It's pretty big. Yeah, it's very steep. This is still in Dagestan, right?
Yeah, it is still Koisu River, Avarskaya Koisu River.
Do they have easier rivers there if I want to go relax and have fun and not be scared? Ooh, there we go.
Yes,
Is that the flip you were talking about?
yes.
They're moving fast. So what do they just jump on the upside down boat and just wait until they get lucky?
What do you mean?
You know, when a boat, like had a raft, they look tired. Is that you?
Yes, that's me.
That's a nice beard, Vlad. Um, Man, you look tough. No, so were you on the boat that flipped?
Yes.
So when you flipped, did you swim back to the boat and jump on the upside down boat? Did you just
Yeah,
hold on?
actually, I did not even lose the cat. When we flipped, my hand was already on frame of cat, and I climbed between tubes, helped to one or two my friends to climb again between tubes, and then we uh, just could paddle.
So you paddled the upside down boat until things calmed down.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. That's the end of our Caucasus trip.
Well, Vladimir, thanks for another great episode of the Soviet podcasting, Soviet rafting video
You're
series.
very welcome, Zach.